What the War on the West means in plain terms. The phrase does not usually mean a literal military war. It refers to the belief that Western civilization is being weakened from within through cultural, political, and institutional changes that undermine national sovereignty, devalue Western history and identity, erode free speech and democratic consent, replace shared civic values with ideological compliance. Supporters of this view argue the threat is internal, driven by elites, institutions, and ideologies that no longer defend the foundations of Western society. 2. What defines the West? Western civilization is generally understood to be built on rule of law, equal application, not identity-based, free speech and free inquiry, individual rights over collective identity, secular governance, democratic accountability, national sovereignty. The concern is that these principles are being selectively abandoned or redefined. 3. How it is believed to be implemented. Cultural delegitimization. Western history and identity are increasingly framed as uniquely oppressive, inherently immoral, something that must be dismantled rather than preserved. This creates a culture where pride in national heritage is discouraged. Western identity is treated as a liability. Criticism flows in one direction only. A society that is taught to hate its own foundations becomes unwilling to defend them. B. Mass immigration without integration. The criticism is not immigration itself, but scale without public consent, weak vetting and enforcement, no expectation of cultural integration, tolerance of parallel communities. When large numbers of people arrive without being expected to adopt the host nation's civic norms, social cohesion fractures. C. Importing unresolved conflicts and extremism when governments fail to screen ideological extremism, enforce laws equally, act early against radical networks, foreign conflicts, sectarian tensions, and extremist ideologies can be imported into peaceful societies, undermining security and trust. D. Erosion of free speech. Debate on sensitive topics, immigration, crime, culture, religion is often socially punished, platformed, labeled immoral rather than debated. This doesn't eliminate dissent, it drives it underground, increasing polarization and instability. E. Bureaucratic over democratic control. Decisions are increasingly made by courts, international bodies, bureaucracies, NGOs, rather than by voters. This weakens the principle that citizens decide the future of their nation. F. Identity politics replacing equality. Western liberalism traditionally treats people as individuals under the same law. Critics argue this is being replaced by group-based rights, hierarchies of victimhood, unequal enforcement of rules. This fractures national unity and undermines trust in institutions. 4. Why it's described as a war. It's called a war because it targets cultural confidence, not armies. It weakens borders, not through invasion but policy. It replaces shared values with permanent division. It discourages resistance by labeling dissent immoral. No force is required if people can be convinced their civilization is illegitimate. 5. What supporters of this theory believe the end result is. They argue the outcome is fragmented societies, permanent social tension, reduced freedom of speech, weakened national identity, loss of democratic consent, increased instability and radicalization. 6. Important clarification. This argument does not require blaming races, religions, or migrants as people. The core claim is a civilization collapses when it refuses to defend its values, borders, laws, and cultural foundations. Extremism is the threat, not diversity. Weak governance is the problem, not ordinary people. 7. One-sentence summary. The war on the West is the belief that Western societies are being dismantled internally through cultural shame, uncontrolled immigration, suppression of dissent, and abandonment of sovereignty, not by force but by ideology and policy.